To destroy. Destroy. To solve something is to find. Solve. To solve. A cell is a small room where a person is locked. Cell. A decision is a choice. Decision. A decision. If something is common, it happens often or there is much of it. Common. If something is common, it happens often. To represent is to speak or represent. To represent is to speak or if something is major, it is major. If something is necessary, you must. Necessary. If something is necessary, a structure is a building. Structure. A pole is a long, thin stick made of wood. Pole. A pole is a long, thin stick made of wood.
The flag was hanging from the flagpole.
A characteristic is something that characteristic. A characteristic is something. To demonstrate something is to show how it is done.
Demonstrate.
To demonstrate something. If something is immediate, it happens quickly. Immediate. To recommend something. Recommend. If something is available. Available. To approach something means to move closer. Approach. To request something. Request. To request something. If something is situated somewhere. Situated. If something is situated. To increase something is to make it larger. Increase. To increase. Mail is letters and other things. Mail. When a person is nervous. Nervous. If two things are separate. Separate. A prize is something. Prize. To demand something is to think. Demand. To demand something is to think.
The workers demanded from the uniform.
If you are glad, you are black. A thief is someone. Thief. To scan something is to look at it. Scan. To discover something is to find. Discover. To require something.
Require.
To instruct is to teach. Instruct. A plate is a flat plate. A seam is one part. Seam. If something is fresh. Fresh. To be against something. Against. To cost is to require expense. Cost. You use neither to connect two things. Neither. You. A neighbor is a person who lives near you. Neighbor. Concern is a feeling of worry. Concern. A gift is something you give someone. Gift. To tear something means to pull. Tear. To maintain means to make something. Maintain. Different describes someone. Different. A description of someone or something.
Description.
Medicine is something you take to feel better. Medicine. An idiom is a phrase. Idiom. Evidence is a fact. Evidence. Evidence is a. To burn something is to set it on fire. Burn. To suggest something means to give an idea. Suggest. An experiment is a test. Experiment. The ocean is all of it. Ocean. To arrive is to get to or arrive. To arrive. An advantage is something that helps. Advantage. An advantage is something. To announce something is to make it known. Announce. A memory is something you remember. Memory. To vote is to officially vote. To examine something is to look at it. Examine. If you are certain about something, you certain. If you are a period is an amount of time. Period. A clue is a fact or clue. When someone or something is beside you. Beside. A concert is an event where you listen to people play. Concert. A hole is an opening. Hole. None means not any of something. None. A section is a part of something. Section. A section is a. If a sound is loud, it is strong. Loud. If a sound to assign something to someone. Sign. To assign something. An item is a thing that you buy. Item. An item. To comfort someone means to make them feel better. Comfort. If something is bright, bright. A trick is something you do to trick. To ride something is to ride. To ride something. An adventure is a fun or adventure. Judgment is the ability to form. Judgment. When something is excellent, excellent. A tool is something that tool. To hurt is hurt. To leave means to go leave. An artist is a person who can draw. Artist. The center of something is the midline. Center. An amount is how much there is of something. Amount. A belief is a strong feeling of something. Belief. To marry is to legally marry. If something is above. To raise something is to lift it up.
Raise.
If something is proper, it is proper. Flat describes something. Flat. Flat describes something. Trouble is a problem. Trouble. Magic is the power to do. To judge something is to say if it is
Judge.
to judge something. If something is ancient. A conversation is a talk. Conversation. When someone is pleased, they are happy. Please. When you use weather. Weather. You use progress is the act of getting closer. Progress. An island is land. Island. A material is what is used to make something. The function of something is function. A contrast. If something is local. Local. Strength is a physical property. Strength. Strength. A grave is a score or order. A captain is the person who leads. A tail is a part of an animal. Tail. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. Breakfast. To unite is to get together. The middle of something is the middle. To appreciate something is to understand. To appreciate something. If something is common, it happens often. Common. If somehow means in a way or somehow. A moment is a second. Moment. If you are aware of something. A term is a word for something. Term. Property is something that someone owns. Property. If something is international. A feature is an important word. Feature. A feature is an important word. To be dead is dead. A trip is a trip. A trip. Trash is waste material or trash. To shout is to say something loud. Shout. To associate means to connect something. Associate. A cloud is a group of waters. Cloud. A site is a place. Site. A site is a place. Honesty means the quality of being truthful or honesty. A driveway is a short private road. A theater is a building. Theater. To occur means to happen.
Occur.
To describe. Describe. A message is a set of words. Message. Sense is used to talk about past events. Sense. To represent is to speak for. Represent. To represent. A characteristic is something that characteristic. A characteristic is something that if something is necessary, you must necessary. To beat someone. Beat. To hunt is to look. Hunt. To exist is to be real. Exist. If something likely happens. Likely. A competition is a contest. Competition. A competition is a contest. Behind means to be at the back of something. Behind. An earthquake is a shaking movement of the earth. Earthquake. A mystery is something that is difficult. Mystery. A passage is a long passage. An issue is an important topic. Issue. Several is more than several. Several is to increase something is to make it larger. Increase. To demonstrate something is to show something.
Demonstrate giống chữ pro chúng mình.
Demonstrate.
Your personality is what? Personality. To cancel. Cancel. An operation is when a doctor replaces. Operation. A charge is the price to pay for something.
Charge thì phải trả ra.
Charge. A charge. A tip is a pointed end of something. A tip is a pointed end of something.
The tip of his pen.
If something is situated somewhere, situated. Maybe is maybe. If something is effective, effective. Long ago, lore. An audience is a group of people. Audience. To produce something is to make or produce. Evidence is a fact. Evidence. Evidence is a tradition is something people have. Tradition. Rather is used when you want to do one thing. Rather. A band is a group of band. A position is the way something is played. Position. To achieve something is to achieve. Concern is a feeling of worry. Concern. Why? If something is why, it is learned. Knowledge is information that you have. Knowledge. Knowledge is information that you have. Garbage is waste material. Garbage. An exam is a test. Exam. You use neither to connect. Neither. Society is people and the way that they live. Society. If something has value.
Value.
If something has to advance is to go forward. To advance. If something is physical, it is related to physical. Wealth is a large amount. Wealth. An instance is an example of something. Instance. An athlete is a person who plays sports. Athlete. An athlete. The quality of something is how good it is. Quality. An advantage is something that helps. Advantage. A season is a time of the year. To rush is to go somewhere. To mention something actually means in fact. Actually. Actually, if you are frank, if the weather is cool, it is cool. To escape is to run away. Escape. To indicate means to tell. Indicate. To compare means to say.
Compare.
To consider something.
Consider.
A creature is any living thing. Creature. A creature. A gentleman is a nice man. Gentleman. Advice is an opinion about. Advice. To attract means to make a person or thing. Attract. A product is something. Product. To support something. Like support. When someone is cruel. Someone's attitude is a way. Attitude. To lay means to put or play. Lay. If something is probable. Probable. An amount is how much there is of something. Amount. A section is a part of something. Section. A puddle is a pool of liquid on the ground. Puddle. When a person is asleep. Asleep. If you gain something. Gain. A professor is a person who teaches in college. Professor. To observe something is to watch. Observe. A web is a home made by a web. To appear is to see. Appear. To climb means to use your hands. Climb. The bottom is the lower part. Bottom. To go across something is to go across. To attack is to attack. If something fails, fail. To fail means you do not fail. A mix is different things for the other.
Mix.
Barely means by the small. Barely. A factory is a building. Factory. To determine means to choose or
Determine.
to react is to act in a certain way. React. The conclusion of something is the point. Conclusion. If something is above, it is under. Above. You use weather. Weather. If something is terrible, terrible. When something is sudden, sudden. If something is visible, visible. A schedule is a plan that tells you what to do. Schedule. A schedule is a plan that tells you what to do. A response is the answer to a question. Response. If you prefer something, you want it. Prefer. A hill is a round area. To reflect is when a surface sets back light. Reflect. A puzzle is something that is hard to understand. Puzzle. Progress is the act of getting closer. Interact. A feature is an important part of it. Feature. If something is worth an amount of money. Worth. To flow is to move easily and flow. Hunger is the feeling that you get. Hunger. The coast is the land by coast. A reward is something given in exchange. Reward. To notice something is to see it for the first time. Notice. When someone is clever. Clever. Otherwise means different or otherwise. If people populate. To reach means to arrive. Reach. A magazine is a regular publication. Magazine. To own something. Own. A secret is something that you do not tell. Secret. Either is used with or. Either. Either somehow means in a way or somehow. A standard is what people consider normal. Standard. If something is original, original. To advertise is to tell people about something. A journey is a long trip. Journey. If A is the opposite of if someone or something. An instrument is something designed to do. Instrument. An instrument. A list is a record of list. To allow something to happen. A clerk is a type of worker. Clerk. To predict something is to say.
Predict.
A characteristic is something. Characteristic. A characteristic is something that shows. Injustice is a lack of fairness. Injustice. A choice is the act or choice. To arrange things is to put them in arrangement. Arrange. To A deal is an agreement that you have. Deal. To comprehend something. Comprehend. To represent is to speak or represent. Doubt is a feeling of not doubt. A range is a number or a set.
Rain.
If something is extra, it is more than extra. The desert is an area of land. A tip is a point into something. Tip. A tip is to be content is to be happy. Content. A competition is a contest. Competition. Evidence is a fact or thing that evidence. To remain somewhere is to stay there. Remain. A critic is someone who gives their critic. A critic. Quite is used to say that something. Quite. A charge is the price to pay for something. Charge. A task is work that someone task. If there is a lack of something, if something is ahead of something else, ahead. A course is a class in school. Course. To step is to walk. A novel is a book you use within to say within. A board is a flat piece of wood. Board. Rather is used when you want to do one thing. Rather. Rather. To create means to make something. Create. A poet is a person who writes. Poet. To agree is to say agree. To reside means to live somewhere. Reside. If something is wise, it is wise. To be wise is to use experience.
Why?
A bit is a small amount of something. Bit. A to stroll means to walk. Stroll. A pattern is a way in which something is. Pattern. Yet is used to yet. To cheer is to give a laugh. When someone is angry, they may want to speak. If something is complex, it is to organize is to play. Organize. You use neither to connect.
Neither là không mà cũng không.
Neither.
Không
If
mà cũng
something
không.
has value.
Value.
If something is common. Common. A gentleman is a nice man. Gentleman. The coast is the coast. An advantage is something that helps you. Advantage. An instrument is something designed. Instrument. A section is a part of something. Section. Either is used with or.
Either là một hai, either không cũng không hả?
If something is above, it is above. You use whether.
Whether là không biết có không giữa kia.
Whether. You. An amount is how much.
Là tổng số tiền.
Amount. Progress is the act of moving.
Tiến bộ, tiến triển.
Progress. You use neither.
Neither là không mà cũng không. Còn whether là không biết giữa cái này với cái kia. Either là một trong hai.
Either. You use neither. Rather is used when you want to do one thing.
Rather là
Rather. Somehow means in a way or by means. Somehow. A
Either là một trong hai.
Either. To represent. Represent. A characteristic is something that characteristic. A characteristic. A section is a part of something. Section. Rather is used when you want.
Rather là hết hơn. Either là một trong hai. Rather là hết hơn.
Rather. You use
Rather là không biết chữ cái này chữ kia. Rather là không biết có chữ cái này chữ
You use neither.
Neither là không. Either là một trong hai. Neither nor là không một cũng không. Rather là hết hơn.
Either. You use whether.
Whether là không biết cái này chữ kia. Không biết có không cái này chữ kia.
Whether. When a person is
Anxious.
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 When a person is anxious. When something is awful. Awful. To consist of. Consist. To consist of. To desire is to want something. Desire. To desire is to want something. When a person is eager about something. Eager. When a person is eager about a household is all the household. A household. An intent is a plan. Intent. An intent is a plan. A landscape is how it is. Landscape. To lift something is to move it. To lift something. To load is to put objects into something. Load. To load is to put objects. A lung is the organ in the body. Lung. A lung is the organ in the body. A motion is a movement that something. Motion. A motion is a. The pace of something is the speed. Pace. The pace. When someone is polite. Polite. When someone. To possess something is to have it. To possess something is to have it. Possess. To possess something is to have it. When something happens rapidly. To remark is to say something. Remark. To remark. To seek is to look for something. To seek. To seek is to look for something. Seek. To seek is to look for something. To shine is to make a bright light. Shine. To shine is. To spill is to have something. Spill. To spill is to have something. To bring means to take someone or thing. Bring. To. A castle is a building with. Castle. To command someone. Command. To command someone. To counsel someone. Counsel. To counsel someone is to listen. To ensure is to make certain that something. Ensure. To. An explosion is a violent. Usually with a. Explosion. An explosion is a violent burst. Jewelry is something that people wear. Jewelry is something that people wear. Jewelry. Jewelry is something that people wear. To land means to come to the ground. Land. To land means to come to the ground.
The parachute is left.
A meteor is a rock. Meteor. A meteor is a rock. A monster is any amount of monster. If something is northern, it is in the north. If something is northern, it is in the north. Northern. If something is remote, it is remote. If something is remote, if something is southern, it is in the north. Southern. If a statue is an image of a statue. A statue is an image of a steam is water. Steam. Steam is water that is to submit to someone. Submit. To submit to someone. A temple is a building that is used for temple. Upper means higher in position. Upper. Upper means higher. A weed is a plant. Weed. A weed is a plant. A wing is the part of an animal. An arrow is a thin, straight arrow. An arrow is a thin. A battle is a fight between two armies. Battle. A bow is a weapon made of bow. When people are brave.
Ra gì Dũng?
Brave.
Chữ
A
không biết.
chief is the leader of chief. A chief is the leader of a disadvantage is a situation.
Advantage nghĩa là ưu điểm đúng không? Disadvantage là khuyết điểm, bất lợi. Dis-
Disadvantage. An enemy is a country that is following.
Enemy là cái hộp.
An enemy is an entrance is a place where someone
Entrance.
entrance. If something hardly happens.
Rất là khó khăn, chữ hóc nữa nghĩa là khó khăn. Có mấy chữ mới á.
Hardly. To intend to do something. Intent. Laughter is the sound for insult. Laughter. Laughter is the sound. A log is a thick piece of wood. A log is a thick piece of wood. A log is a thick piece of wood that is log. A log is a thick piece of wood. The military is the armed Military. The military. To obey means to follow. Obey. To obey means to follow. To secure something means to secure. To secure something means when someone or something steady. When someone or something. To trust is to believe in. Trust. To twist something is to twist. To unless means if not. Unless. A weapon is an object. Weapon. The chest is the front part. Chest. The chest is the front part. If you have confidence about something. Confidence. If you have confidence about something. A consequence is a result. Consequence. A consequence is a result. A disaster is a really bad disaster. A disaster. To disturb someone means to upset them. To disturb. To disturb someone means to upset them. Disturb. To disturb someone means to upset. When a person is eager about something. Eager. When a person is eager about something. To estimate something means to make estimate. To estimate something means a landscape is how an area of landscape. To desire is to want something. Desire. To desire is to want something.
My sister did.
When a person is anxious. Anxious. A household is all the household. To lift something. Lift. To lift something. When you honor people or things.
Tôn kính, tôn trọng hả? Tôn trọng tiếng chữ respect, tôn trọng.
When you honor people or things. Honor. When you honor
Mà
people
chưa
or
hỏi rồi
things.
mình
You show respect. A lung is the organ in the body. Lung. When something is awful. Awful. To consist of is to be made of. Consist. To consist. An intent is a plan to do something. Intent. To impress someone means to make that person think. Impress. To desire is to want something. Desire. To load is to put on. Load. To when something happens rapidly. Rapidly. A castle is a building with. Castle. To seek is to look for something. Seek. The pace of something. Pace. A marathon is a very long marathon. To spill is to have something. Spill. To spill is to have something. To remark is to say something. Remark. To shine is to make a bright. Shine. A motion is a movement that someone. Motion. When something is narrow. Narrow. When something is pale, pale. When something is pale, when someone is polite, polite. An explosion is a violent explosion. An explosion is to possess something is to have it. Possess. To possess something is to have it. To counsel someone is to listen. Counsel. To counsel someone. To bring means to take someone. Bring. To bring means when something is wrong. Something is rough. Rough. When something is rough. To spill is to have something. Spill. To spill is to have something. Jewelry is something that people wear. Jewelry. Jewelry is something to command someone. Command. A statue is an image. Statue. To possess something is to have. Possess. To insure is to land. Insure. To land means to come to the A monster is any monster. Steam is water. Steam. Steam. A meteor is a rock. Meteor. If something is remote. Remote. If something is remote. A wing is the part of it. Wing. Upper means higher. Upper. To submit to someone. Submit. To. A bow is a weapon. Bow. A weed is a plant. Weed. A. If something is northern. Northern. An arrow is a thin, straight arrow. A chief is the leader of chief. A chief is the leader. A battle is a fight. Battle. If something is southern. Southern. If something to satisfy someone. Satisfy. To scream means to make a loud. Scream. When someone or something. Sensitive. When someone. A temple is a building. Temple. The shade is a dark area. Shade. The shade is a dark area that's to supplement something. Supplement. To supplement something. When someone feels terror. Terror. When someone feels terror. An entrance is a place where someone. Entrance. A chief is the leader of. A chief is the leader. A disadvantage is a situation. Disadvantage. A disadvantage. When people are brave. Brave. To intend to do something. Intent. To trust is to believe. Trust. If something hardly matters. Hardly. If when someone or something is steady. Steady. When someone or something is steady. An enemy is a country that is fighting an enemy. Laughter is produced by laughing about something funny. Laughter. If you have confidence about something. Confidence. The military is the army. Military. A threat is something bad that might happen. Threat. A threat. A victim is a person that has something bad. Victim. A log is a thick piece of wood that is cut. Log. A log is a thick piece of wood that is cut. An ancestor is a family member. Ancestor. An ancestor is a... To twist something is to twist. To obey means to follow what a law. Obey. To estimate something. Estimate. To estimate something. A disaster is a really bad disaster. To secure something means to secure. Unless means if not. Unless. A weapon is an object that weapon. To disturb someone means to disturb. To disturb someone. An angle is the direction from which you look at something. Angle. An angle is the chest is the front. Chest. A boot is a heavy shoe that goes on. Boot. A boot is a heavy. A border is the edge of an area. Border. A border. To congratulate someone is to tell them. Congratulate. To congratulate someone. When you honor people or things. Honor. A consequence is a result. Consequence. A frame is a border. Frame. Heaven is the place that heaven. Heaven. If someone or something is incredible. If someone. An intent is a plan. Intent. A legend is a story from the past. Legend. To praise is to show that you love. Praise. To praise. To proceed is to go in a certain direction. Proceed. To proceed is to go in a... To consist of. Consist. To lift something is to lift. A household is all the people who live. Household. To load is to put objects. Load. When a person is anxious. Anxious. To desire is to want something. Desire. To impress someone means to make that person. If something is pure, it is pure. If something is to remark is to say something. Remark. To seek is to look for something. When something happens rapidly, it happens. A marathon is a very long. shine is to. When something is awful. Awful. When something is narrow. Narrow. A relative is a family member. Relative. A relative is a family member. To bring means to take someone or something. Bring. If one is senior. Senior. If one is senior. If someone or something is silent. An explosion is a violent. Explosion. To sink into something. To sink into something. A motion is a movement that. Motion. The pace of something. Pace. To spill is to have something. Spill. To spill is to have something. When something is pale. Pale. To sink into something. Sink. To sink into something.
The boat has.
If someone or something is. Superior. If someone or. To surround something. Surround. To surround something. If something is thin. Thick. If something is thin. When something is rough. Rough. When something is rough. To wrap is to cover something. Wrap. To wrap is to command someone is to tell them. Command. If someone goes or comes. Abroad. If someone goes. To counsel someone is to. Counsel. To counsel someone. To possess something is to have it. Possess. Jewelry is something that people wear. Jewelry. Jewelry is something that people wear. To anger someone is to make them anger. A weed is a plant. Weed. A bride is a woman who is getting bride. A bride. If something is brief, it only lasts brief. To chase someone or something. Chase. To chase someone. To disappoint is to make one feel sad. Disappoint. To dive is to jump in the water. Dive. To exchange means to give something. Exchange. To exchange means a favor is something you do for favor. A favor is something you do for.
Can you do me
To counsel someone. Counsel. To counsel someone. An arrow is a thin, straight edge. Arrow. An arrow is a